welcome to another Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union broadcast of Lumberjack basketball. Join us as we bring you the action live from the court with Tim Parrish. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Lumberjack sports sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now for the countdown to tip-off with Tim Parrish, and go Lumberjacks! And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for another night of Lumberjack boys basketball as the Lumberjacks hosting the Potlatch Loggers. JV games, C team won their game against Potlatch tonight, and the JV boys in a pretty hard-fought battle here. The Lumberjack JV boys trail right now 44-38 with about just under 6 minutes to go in the fourth period of play. So there's a little update on what's going on here at the gymnasium. With that, though, we're going to take a quick break, and we will come back with our senior spotlight, and that is Jack Barta and our Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off.
Nothing comes easy. Every day, every dollar, every decision. So your finances should work just as hard as you do. With a free Ascend checking account from P1FCU, you can earn real rewards for the work you're already doing. No gimmicks, just better banking. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's. When you think of Potlatch Deltic, you might think logs or lumber. When I think about Potlatch Deltic, I think of family, community, compassion. You see, Potlatch Deltic is more than some company in St. Mary's. Potlatch Deltic is a community supporter in more ways than one. Whether it's donating to a fundraiser or nonprofit group, or giving a high schooler a summer job that could very well turn into a career, Potlatch Deltic is there for our community. We, for one, want to thank Potlatch Deltic for what they do and hope that you will also. Potlatch Deltic, proud supporters of, well, St. Mary's.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, well, well. Are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24-plus years of experience and serves from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
And it's time for our senior spotlight. And today's senior spotlight, we have Lumberjack senior Jack Barta. Thanks for talking to us, Jack.
Thanks for having me, Tim.
All right. Excited for your senior year?
Oh, I can't wait.
So start off, what sports do you play?
I play football and basketball.
Any chance that it's your final year in high school that you play something in the spring?
Maybe. I've been thinking about it.
Been thinking about it? I've heard that. I've heard it from somebody else, and I'm not going to name names or say what sport you're thinking. So, which one is your favorite sport to play, and why is it?
I like football better. I mean, I love both sports, but I've always played football since I was a kid. So, I mean, yeah.
What would you say playing sports has taught you?
Just a lot about teamwork and perseverance. I mean, nothing will teach you that as good as football or basketball or anything like that.
What is one of your favorite things about playing sports?
Winning.
Winning. Straightforward answer right there. Just winning. What's your least favorite thing?
Losing, probably. Yeah.
And I noticed that on your guys' Instagram, you guys had this question the other day. Favorite pro sports team and player?
My favorite player is Caleb Williams.
All right. What are your goals this year on and off the field or the court?
I want to win a state championship, either football or basketball. I think we'll do.
Want to win one or two?
Oh, yeah.
What about off the court or field? School, I guess, kind of goals.
Just keep the good grades. I mean, I want to get into good college, so yeah.
All right. This is our senior spotlight. We're talking with Jack Barta today. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with more.
Nell Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau Insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So Les Schwab Tires makes my job easy. With services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Those cheap tire centers just throw on tires. That's it. Now, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Linker. I'm just glad Les Schwab takes safety as seriously as me.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing since 1952.
It's in Park, right?
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
If you want the best, you hire the best. Top Grade Roofing and Construction has over 25 years of experience and is licensed and insured. Top Grade Roofing and Construction can and will build just about anything. Need a deck? They can do it. Need siding? Yep. How about a fence? Of course. I mean, Top Grade Roofing and Construction might even build you a chicken coop if you ask. That's Top Grade Roofing and Construction. Call Vince for a free consultation at 208-269-3111. That's 208-269-3111. Top Grade Roofing and Construction. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Hugh and Margie Gannon of St. Mary's are proud to support the Lumberjacks and this Lumberjack Sports broadcast. The Gannons want to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season and want you to know that they are proud of you. The Gannons say, "Go Lumberjacks!"
And we have Jack Barta on our senior spotlight. Jack, what are your plans after high school?
I want to go to and yeah, I just want to get a good job.
So what's your favorite subject in school?
Ooh.
Oh, must have a few of them that you like, or you don't like really, one or the other.
Probably advanced fit.
All right. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, okay. Somebody that you look up to in your life.
My dad. Always have, yeah.
Nicknames. Do your teammates have a nickname for you?
Not really, no.
I don't really ever hear anybody say anything, call you anything other than either Barta or Jax.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's your most memorable moment to this point in high school?
Going down to state my sophomore year for basketball. That was just really fun. Yeah, being there with the guys.
And who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, and my grandparents for always being there for me, taking me to everything. It's great.
All right. Well, I think that's all the questions we've got for you, Jack. We want to wish you good luck in your senior year and beyond. And hey, thanks for talking to us.
Of course. Thank you, Tim.
That's been our senior spotlight with Jack Barta. We'll take another break and be back with more after this.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings, but it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses. And most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
Sometimes accidents happen. You never thought it would happen to you, but it did. Where can you turn for that friendly hand of support? Jack's Pharmacy is your good neighbor pharmacy in St. Mary's, where you'll find personalized care. Whether you need crutches, supports, wheelchairs, or even a hospital bed, Jack's is here for you. We service both Medicare and Medicaid. If you need durable medical equipment, come to Jack's, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawah, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course, St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette Record, pick up a copy today. Tim Parrish back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. JV game just now wrapping up with the Lumberjack JV boys falling to the Potlatch Loggers by a score 53-43. It was a hard-fought battle. The JV boys kept battling. They had a couple of opportunities to get into the lead and just couldn't quite complete the comeback, but still a nice hard-fought battle for them. They played a lot closer to Potlatch this time around. They got blown out pretty good by the Loggers in Potlatch in the JV game last time. So we've got a win for the C team. We've got a loss for the JV, and the varsity coming out onto the floor to start their warm-ups. And we've got a little bit of Lumberjack band action up here in the weight room tonight. So nice to hear the Lumberjack band playing at the game this evening. We want to welcome everybody in on KOFE 1240 AM on your radio dial, on our YouTube audio feed, or that are tuned in to the NFHS network cameras here in the gymnasium. This is the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off, and we'll start off our pregame with a look at the Central Idaho League standings. So as of tonight, Orofino has a 2-0 league record, a 7-0 overall record. They beat Prairie by a score of 54-45 the other night, and they will be at Logos tonight. They are currently third in the Idaho sports rankings and second in the Max Preps rankings. The St. Mary's Lumberjacks 1-0 in league play, 5-1 overall. They beat Kellogg by a score of 63-58 on Tuesday. The Lumberjacks will be hosting the Timberlake Tigers on the 13th. Lumberjacks are 13th in the Idaho sports rankings and first in the Max Preps rankings. St. Mary's also 7th in the state of Idaho in basketball for boys basketball. So some pretty good numbers right now for the Lumberjacks. Hopefully they can keep that up. The Priest River Spartans are 1-0 in league play, 2-4 overall. They did lose their last game to Sandpoint, 77-26. They will be at Orofino on the 9th. They are 17th in the Idaho sports rankings, 21st in the Max Preps rankings. The Kellogg Wildcats, 0-2 in league play, 3-6 overall. They lost to the Lumberjacks 63-58 on Tuesday. They're going to be hosting the Timberlake Tigers on the 10th. They are 18th in the Idaho sports rankings and 18th in the Max Preps rankings. And the Grangeville Bulldogs, 0-2 in league, 0-8 overall. They lost at Logos 81-45 in their last game. They will be hosting the Spartans on the 10th. And they are 22nd in the Idaho sports rankings, 23rd in the Max Preps rankings. We'll take a break. We'll come back and take a look at those power rankings, the top 5 for the Idaho sports power rankings, top 5 in the coaches poll, and top 5 in the Max Preps when we come back after a word from our sponsors. The name says it all. Taco About It. What is it, you may ask? It's the best taco truck in town. Might even be the only taco truck in town. If you like tacos, and who doesn't, then you need to stop by Taco About It, located at 128 South Highway 3 in St. Mary's, across the street from XXX Feeds. Taco About It has too many tacos to list, so you will just have to try them all. Call in your order 208-582-8533, or just stop by. Taco About It, located across the street from XXX Feeds in St. Mary's. When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjacks. If you know which side of a saw cuts wood, and if you can hammer a nail, you can do it yourself. Carpentry, construction, finishing, or framing around here, you've got it made. You've got 10th Street Lumber. At 10th Street Lumber, we have the answers to your building and repair project questions. Every day, 10th Street Lumber helps homeowners get quality results. For lumber, block, power tools, fixtures, everything you need for a professional job. Don't pick up a nail until you shop 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber on the corner of 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's. Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oakes at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oakes a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Fall is coming, and of course, cold weather. Now's the time to stock up on a few things. XXX Feeds has magnetic wood pellets in stock, and it's never too early to be ready for the cold weather. XXX Feeds also has alfalfa in stock as well as straw. And if you have some four-legged woodland friends that look a little hungry, XXX Feeds can keep you loaded up on deer feed and deer blocks. Don't wait until the last minute. Stop by XXX Feeds in St. Mary's today.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Idaho so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. It is a Thursday night of Lumberjack boys basketball hosting the Potlatch Loggers in a non-conference matchup. And this is the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off as we get ready for some basketball action. Taking a look at the polls and power rankings in the Idaho Sports Power Rankings, the top 5 is Wendell, New Plymouth, Orofino, West Jefferson, and Ambrose. That's the top 5. In the coaches poll, you've got Wendell at #1. Tied for second, it's St. Mary's, Declo, and New Plymouth, and the Orofino Maniacs at #5. Then in the Max Preps rankings, you've got St. Mary's, Orofino 1 and 2, Wendell, Ryrie, and Westside. So if that stayed that way, or if the state tournament started today and the Lumberjacks and the Maniacs were both in the state tournament, they would be playing on opposite sides of the brackets with a chance for both teams to meet up in the state championship. So it's going to be fun to keep an eye on those rankings and where both teams stay and how things play out for that as far as both who makes it to state, who doesn't. And, of course, this year, from what I understand, we have 2 seeds from the north going to the state tournament. We don't have a half seed this year. Don't have to play a play-in game. It'll be the #1 and the #2 teams out of the Central Idaho League making the trip south for the state tournament. So there's a lot on the line as far as first and second place in the league. And we've still got a lot of basketball to go. So that's not really a big worry right now, especially on a game like tonight. It's not a league game, but if you want to help keep yourself in the top of those power rankings, the Lumberjacks, well, they want to keep winning, obviously, and they want to see, hopefully, the Orofino Maniacs make a slip up here at some point and lose a game or two. But the Lumberjacks won't face off against Orofino until the 24th of this month, and they will play in Orofino. It is a quad match. So it'll be JV boys, JV girls, varsity boys, varsity girls, or I think I got that backwards. I wasn't really saying the order they're going to play in, but that's what it's going to be on the 24th of Orofino, and of course, the 24th of January. And we do plan on making the trip up or over to Orofino for that game. We've got about 13 minutes of pregame left. We'll take another break, come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off after a word from our sponsors. St. Joe Oil isn't just a fuel delivery company. They provide a much larger service than most people realize. St. Joe Oil can sell you a brand new Toyo oil stove and install it for you, and also keep your oil tank full. Not only that, St. Joe Oil plays a very critical role in our local industries. From logging to farming, St. Joe Oil keeps the fuel tanks full. From heating oil to off-road diesel and everything in between, call St. Joe Oil 208-245-2123. That's 208-245-2123. St. Joe Oil.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
Whistle Stop Coffee and More has come a long way from the little shop on Railroad Avenue. How far? Not only did they upgrade their Railroad Avenue location, they added a second location. That second location for Whistle Stop Coffee and More is on 313 St. Joe River Road. Both locations offer tasty drinks of coffee, Red Bull, or Lotus Energy, and food options, from acai bowls to cookies and delicious bagel sandwiches. Whistle Stop Coffee and More is the perfect stop for a quick bite and a drink on your way to work or school. Whistle Stop Coffee and More in St. Mary's. Does your furry friend need a bath? Don't want to deal with the hassle and the mess from bathing your furry friend? Make an appointment with Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop today. Barks and Bubbles, located at 402 North 10th Street in St. Mary's, will have your furry friend looking and feeling like $1 million in no time. And guess what? No mess at home, no scratches, and no getting soaked from head to toe. Let Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop handle the work. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop also offers pet boarding. Call for an appointment today at 208-245-5755. That's 208-245-5755. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop in St. Mary's. There's a new shop on Main Street in St. Mary's. It's a gift shop. It's a home decor shop. It's a jewelry shop. It's a shop of bare necessities. Bare Necessities Trading Company is located at 822 Main Avenue in St. Mary's and has just about anything you could think of. From rocks and minerals to specialty foods, knives, and handcrafted soaps and lotions, there really is too much to list. So stop by Bare Necessities Trading Company today and pick up a gift, something new for your house, or a cup of coffee. That's Bare Necessities Trading Company, located at 822 Main Avenue in St. Mary's. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. 9 minutes until opening tip-off for the Lumberjack boys hosting the Potlatch Loggers in this non-conference matchup. Taking a look around the area in high school sports. First off, Lumberjack girls basketball off to a rocky start this year. 0-4 in league play, 0-7 overall. They lost their last game, 76-24 to the Moscow Bears on the 5th of this month. And they will be hosting the Potlatch Loggers on the 12th. Into the wrestling world, I don't have a lot on them, but I do know that the wrestling team went and wrestled Timberlake in some Timberlake duels, and the Lumberjacks came away victorious and won the duels in Timberlake. Over to the Lakeside Knights, the boys are 2-0 in their league record, 6-0 overall. They beat Mary Walker out of Washington by a score of 83-30 on the 3rd. They will be hosting Genesee tonight. Their girls team is 2-0 in league play, 7-8 overall. They beat Tico Roselia out of Washington, 51-46 on the 6th. They hosted, actually, I didn't look up to see who won that game. They hosted Bonners Ferry last night for their senior night, if I recall correctly. Down to the Kootenai Warriors, the boys 0-0 in league play, 1-3 overall, lost 43-41 to Kootenai Classical Academy on the 3rd. They are hosting Post Falls C Team tonight. The Kootenai girls are 0-0 in league play, 2-2 overall. Have not played very many games for the Kootenai girls, and they're 3/4 of the way through their season, unless they just haven't gotten them up on the board. But I'm pretty sure that they are right where they're supposed to be on their schedule. So that's kind of interesting. But they did beat St. Mary's JV 53-17 on the 6th. They are or will be at Wallace on the 14th. That is a look at around the area in high school sports action. We'll take a break, come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to tip-off after a word from our sponsors. Bundle up for big savings at the Country Fair in St. Mary's. It's the Winter Blowout Sale. Get 50% off winter fashion, select clearance items up to 75% off, and Christmas items marked down 75%. Cold weather styles, hot deals, and limited quantities. So don't wait. Shop local and save big at the Country Fair, Main Street, St. Mary's. When it's gone, it's gone. When you gotta go, make sure you're good to go with St. Joe Potty Huts. From construction sites to community events, weddings to weekend gatherings, St. Joe Potty Huts keeps it clean, convenient, and odor-free. Local, dependable, and fast. Your restroom solution is just a call away at 208-245-4887. For clean units, quick delivery, and service you can count on, choose St. Joe Potty Huts, serving St. Mary's and the St. Joe Valley. Call 208-245-4887 and keep your event running smoothly.
Nothing comes easy. Every day, every dollar, every decision. So your finances should work just as hard as you do. With a free Ascend checking account from P1FCU, you can earn real rewards for the work you're already doing. No gimmicks, just better banking. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's. Tim Parrish back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Just under 5 minutes until opening ceremonies. And now let's take a quick look at the Lumberjack statistics from, let's see here. First, let's look at the last game where St. Mary's played Kellogg. In a close battle, St. Mary's stretched the lead out to 14 at one point, but Kellogg clawed it back, kept themselves close all night long, and the Lumberjacks narrowly escaped with the win, 63-58 here on Tuesday night. The Lumberjacks shot 45% from two-point range, 33% from three-point range, and 42% from the field, so not bad numbers there. They also shot 63% from the free throw line, which that's a little bit lower than Coach Chase wants to see. They were 80% in the first half, and then they missed a few free throws in the second half. Lumberjacks out-rebounded the Wildcats 37-25, 10 offensive rebounds to the Wildcats 3, and 27 defensive rebounds to Kellogg's 22. The only other issue with that was St. Mary's, I don't think, had a lot of second chance points off of those. St. Mary's committed 14 fouls, 15 turnovers on the evening. Only gave up 7 points off of those turnovers. They did force 16 turnovers of the Wildcats, and St. Mary's only scored 7 points as well. The Wildcats ended up with 9 points off the bench, while St. Mary's had 2 points off the bench. J.J. Yearout almost had a triple-double. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 3 steals, and 8 assists in that game. Isaiah Gustav finished with 15 points and 5 rebounds. Xavier Sloper had 16 points and 6 rebounds. Ribrick had 9 points with 3 rebounds. Jack Bard had 2 points, and Speakman had 2 points as well.
Taking a look at the Potlatch Loggers, as we don't have a lot of time left in our pregame. They are of the 2A White Pine League. They are 8th in the 2A power rankings on Max Preps. Currently 4-3 overall, 2-1 in league play. They're averaging 52 points per game, allowing 50 points per game to their opponents. Their head coach is Ryan Bell. They are on a 3-game win streak. They beat Garfield Palouse 59-54 on the 6th. They did play St. Mary's earlier, and they lost to the Lumberjacks 44-33 on December the 11th down in Potlatch. Look at that game real quick, a little recap of that one. St. Mary's, they shot pretty good from 2-point range, 44%, but the Lumberjacks only shot 10% from 3-point range. I think they went 2 for 20 or 2 for 22 from 3-point range, so they struggled from outside. Overall field goal percentage was 32%. Free throw percentage was 73%. Rebounds, 28. St. Mary's did commit 18 fouls as well and had 13 turnovers. 14 points off those turnovers were given up to Potlatch. Or actually, no, Potlatch only scored 5 points off turnovers. St. Mary's scored 14. St. Mary's had 6 points off the bench. The Loggers, on the other side, they shot 38% from 2-point range, 31% from 3-point range, 35% from the field, and 56% from the charity stripe. They had 22 rebounds. They committed 13 fouls, 24 turnovers by the Loggers. So St. Mary's probably could have had a few more than 14 points off those turnovers. The Loggers had 7 points off the bench. Individually for St. Mary's in that game, Isaiah Gustav finished with 12 points. Year out, that was his lowest scoring game so far this season with 12 points. Landon Ribrick had 8. Marcus Speakman contributed 4. Jack Barta 3, and Xavier Sloper had a rough night with just 2 points. On the Potlatch Loggers side of things, Chase Lavelle had a very good night. He had 21 points in that game, but below him, there wasn't a whole lot of help from the rest of his team. Morris only scored 4, Marshall with 4, Redmond with 3, and Mitchell with 1. So that's one thing that the Loggers are going to want to see more of tonight is points off the bench from, or not points off the bench, but just points in general from the supporting cast. They can't, I don't think, rely on Chase Lavelle to take care of the whole workload. So we'll see what they do tonight here in St. Mary's, and we are just about ready for the national anthem, and we will keep it here because I think maybe our high school band is going to play the national anthem. So we'll keep it right here. And we are back. National anthem was not performed by the Lumberjack band. Sadly, I was hoping that they would do it, but they didn't. That is okay. So we'll get some starting lineups for you, starting with the visiting Potlatch Loggers. The first starter is the number 2 of Trey McGallion. He is a sophomore. Then we got the senior, number 4, Chase Lavelle. Then we got the number, I was looking at the wrong guy. The number 23 is the senior, Jamison Morris. The number 30, who is a junior, Brody Mitchell. And the number 24 is a senior, Braden Brown. Of course, I mentioned the Loggers, coached by Ryan Bell. Now the starters for your St. Mary's Lumberjacks. It'll be the senior guard at 5'8", number 3, Jack Barda. Then we got the 6'2", senior guard, number 4, J.J. Yearout. Then we got the senior guard at 6'2", number 5, Isaiah Gustav. Oh, and a change in the starting lineup tonight. It'll be number 11, 5'7", senior guard Brock Barda and Xavier Sloper. So Landon Ribrick not getting the start here this evening. Lumberjacks going with a little bit smaller opening lineup to get things rolling. Lumberjacks in their white and green uniforms. They will be going left to right on your radio dial. The visiting Potlatch Loggers in their green uniforms. They will be going right to left. J.J. Yearout at the midcourt circle. He'll be going up against Brody Mitchell for the Loggers. And my opening tip is up, controlled by the Lumberjacks. Talking to J.J. Yearout a little while ago, he said he hasn't lost an opening tip yet. So Jack Barda takes it across the midcourt circle, swings over to his brother Brock. Brock working right side, now back to the top and around the left side to Jack. Jack looking into Yearout in the short corner. Cross the court to to Gustav, and Gustav knocks down the 3 to get things started with the assist from J.J. Yearout. A little bit of backcourt pressure coming from the Lumberjacks, down the sideline into the left wing. Up to the top, ball poked away. It's going to be taken, and I'm going to give the steal to there's an alley-oop pass down to Gustav, who put it up and good. I'm not sure who fed that to him. I think I'm going to give it to Yearout. St. Mary's trying to get a steal. They're not going to complete the steal. There will be a foul call. Isaiah picks up his first foul of the contest. St. Mary's up 5-0 over the Loggers here in the early going. Loggers will inbound from side court into the left wing. That's into the hands of McGallion. Now to the top, kind of to the top of the key to Lavelle. Lumberjacks playing, I think, a man defense. Lumberjacks have been playing a lot of man this year. Top of the key again. It's into Morris. Now to Lavelle. Lavelle, left wing, gets a screen. Jack Barda switches off and takes the defense on him. Back to the top of the key. Brody Mitchell for 3. And Brody Mitchell knocks down the 3. Brody Mitchell right there. St. Mary's the other way. I'm not sure what that was. That's going to be a turnover on, I believe, Yearout. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be an alley-oop attempt, but it went to nobody except for back to the Loggers. 5-3, St. Mary's leads. Chase Lavelle controls left wing for Potlatch. He's got Gustav on him. Swings it over to the number 2 of McGallion. Now they still got it at the top of the key. That's to the left wing now to Braden Brown. Now back to the top to Lavelle. Lavelle to the free throw line. Running out of time on the shot clock. 2-1. That shot's going to be blocked by Yearout. Or it might have been, I'm going to call it a deflection. They might have been trying to pass it. Gustav out to Yearout. Yearout pump fake. Looks baseline. Gets stood up. Back into Barda. Barda flips it out as he lost his footing. And he's going to get the foul call before the flip out. So it'll be a blocking foul on the Loggers. And that foul goes against number 24 of Braden Brown. First foul on Potlatch. Yearout will inbound to the top to Brock Barda. Brock hands it off to Jack. Jack, right side to Sloper. Sloper just inside three-point range. Back out to Jack Barda. Jack's going to drive low post. Stood up, kicks it out to Yearout. Yearout gets an open look at 3 and knocks it down. Gives Jack Barda the assist. 8-3, St. Mary's leads it. Working right side now is the Loggers. It's in the hands of Morris, and that's going to be a kickball against the Lumberjacks. Welcome to the show, Shelby.
Nice to have me.
Oh, and a timeout. Is it a 30-second timeout? It is a 30-second timeout taken by Potlatch. So I was just in my pregame talking about Potlatch when we played them in Potlatch. Their main scorer was Lavelle. He scored 21 of the Loggers' 33 points. So that kind of tells you the rest of the story. Nobody else got into double digits. And I'm sure one of their goals tonight is not to have Lavelle do all the heavy lifting.
No.
5:19 to go in the first period. St. Mary's out to an 8-3 lead. Isaiah with a big three and then a nice alley-oop for the first 5 points. J.J. Yearout knocks down a three, and now the Loggers have the ball up top. It's Lavelle controlling it. St. Mary's now looks to be in a zone. Over to the wing on the left side to McGallion. Lumberjacks trying to trap him on the sideline. Good defense by St. Mary's. They do get it back out to Lavelle. 12 on the shot clock. St. Mary's again double teaming Lavelle on the sideline. Cross-court pass to the right side now. Potlatch down to 2 seconds on the shot clock. And St. Mary's basically forces their second shot clock violation. I mean, they didn't get the shot clock violation quite the last time as they got a steal instead, but it was only about 1 second on the clock when they got that block shot or steal that they had. Jack Barta controls it on the left side into the free throw line to Gustav. Gustav pulls up off the glass. Count the bucket and the foul by Gustav. Gustav picking up where he left off. That foul again goes against number 24, Braden Brown. That's 2 for him. And Isaiah to the charity stripe. Isaiah 50% from the free throw line. I'm sure he wants to see that number improve, and he knocks down the bonus. So a 3-point play for Isaiah. Some subs coming in for the Loggers. The number 33 of Hunter Redman, and I think it was the number 3 of Jay Marshall. Marshall scored the 4 points off the bench for Potlatch the last time these two teams met. Chase Lavelle controls it, left side, skip pass to the middle of the floor. Now to the right side, into the hands of Marshall. Back to the top, now back to Marshall. No, actually, that's McGallion. McGallion triggers the three. It's no good. J.J. Yearout tips out the rebound to Sloper. I'll give the rebound to Yearout. 3-pointer on the way by Brock Barta. It won't go. J.J. Yearout with the rebound. He's going to run it into the lane, puts it up and good, and draws the foul. That foul goes against the number 4 of Potlatch. That is Chase Lavelle, his first. Lumberjacks making some substitutions. Jack Barta, Brock Barta, and Sloper all come out. Going in is Harold, Ribrick, and Speakman. Free throw on the way. It's going to rattle around and fall through. And it is 67% for Yearout from the free throw line. Forgot to mention this in the pregame. Yearout is at 801 points now after the last game on his chase for 1,000. Shot up and no good from the Loggers. Rebound to Yearout. Yearout tries to feed it inside. It'll be picked off by the Loggers. And Yearout steals it back, coming the other way. Yearout takes it down the left side of the floor. 14-3, St. Mary's leads. Back up to Yearout. Talked to Yearout before the game. He said that it feels like St. Mary's was going to shoot pretty well tonight, so we'll see. Over to the corner. Yearout from 3-point range. It's up and good from the left corner. And the assist. Oh, I didn't see who made that assist. I want to say it was Jackson Harold, but I'm not sure. Lumberjacks a deflection. Can't quite complete the steal. Loggers have it left or right side. Lavelle. Back up to the top to Morris. Morris's three won't go. That ball's tipped around. Loggers able to corral it. Rebound to Potlatch. Chase Lavelle gets an open look at three. He'll knock it down from the left side. 17-6, Lumberjacks lead. Yearout's going to take it across for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's has several good point guards. JJ doesn't normally play point, but when Jack or Brock aren't in, he'll take over the duties. Into Speakman. Speakman flips it out. Short corner from Rib. His shot won't go. Harold got the rebound. Going to get it out to Gustav, who knocks down a three from the left side. Jackson Harold with what I'm calling his second assist. 20-6, St. Mary's leads. Loggers have it left side. Redmond hands back off to Lavelle. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Harold. Coach Chase was pleading his case a little bit, hoping to maybe get a call in his favor. JJ's going to get a breather. Jack Barta checks back in. 2:21 to go in the first. 20-6, St. Mary's leads. Lavelle near the midcourt circle. He's still surveying. 27 on the shot clock. Plenty of time for the Loggers. Swings it left wing to Morris. Back to the top and around to the right side. McGallion controls now. He's going to get it back to the top to Redmond. Now back into the hands of Lavelle on the left side. Now to the top. Thought about a three was Morris. Instead, drives in. Swiping the ball. I'm going to give a deflection to Harold. And then Jack Barta ties it up. And the possession arrow favors, I believe, the Loggers. Sloper checks back in. Speakman gets a breather. Minute 53 to go in the first period. 20-6, St. Mary's leads. Loggers will inbound baseline, right side of the bucket. Going to get the shot up. Oh, partially blocked, but a foul call. Lavelle was waiting for the whistle. He wasn't getting it as quickly as he thought he should have gotten the call. I think the ref was waiting to see if it goes in. I think that's kind of the delay sometimes on those shots. But he was kind of pointing to his wrist after he got the foul. That'll put Lavelle to the free throw line. He was actually did not go to the charity stripe the first time these two teams played. So Lavelle makes the first free throw. Isaiah checks out. Year out comes on. Second free throw on the way. That one is good as well. Lumberjacks go back the other way. 20-8, St. Mary's leads. 1:44 to go in the first period. Harold Year out, looking inside. Oh, good entry pass, a good look at the play, but Ribrick couldn't hold on to it. Turnover St. Mary's. So the Loggers will inbound. Another sub here is Jack Barta comes out. Brock Barta in. Pass to the right side for the Loggers, over to Marshall. Marshall going to get a shot. Actually, it wasn't Marshall with the shot block. It was Redmond. Ribrick had the block. I think it was Barta with the rebound, and a foul called on the Loggers, and the foul goes against Brody Mitchell. So Brock Barta will bring it down for the Lumberjacks. Fourth foul on the Loggers. St. Mary's with 3 in the first period. Up to Ribrick. Around to Year out. Stutter at the free throw line. That's going to go in. They're going to call that a 3. I thought he was inside the line on that one. 23-19. Lumberjacks lead it. Oh, no, they did change it. 22-8. I think I said 23-19 also. 22-8. St. Mary's with the lead. Up to the top of the key. Hunter Redmond controls it for the Loggers. He's going to drive left side of the blocks. Shot is up. It's going to fall in for Redmond. St. Mary's looking for a foul call. They don't. Oh. Wow. First time I've seen that call this year, and that's a flop warning to Xavier. I think if you get 2 flops, I think it turns into a technical. I don't know. I don't know if that was a flop or not, but did you mark down Redmond's bucket?
I did not on that. I was too caught up in the last play.
St. Mary's with the ball, under 26 seconds to go in the first period. 22-10, Lumberjacks with the lead. Year out, going to drive, gets a little bit of room, lays it up and in as he takes it to the bucket. 24-10, solid first quarter for the Lumberjacks. Coach Chase will take 24 points in the first quarter anytime. Loggers have it near the midcourt circle, 5 seconds. Deep 3 by Lavelle. Almost knocks it down. Year out with the rebound. Year Out heaves one at the buzzer, and it's nowhere near the bucket. 24-10 is where we're at. As we get ready to start the second period, we'll be back.
When you think of Potlatch Deltic, you might think logs or lumber. When I think about Potlatch Deltic, I think of family, community, compassion. You see, Potlatch Deltic is more than some company in St. Mary's. Potlatch Deltic is a community supporter in more ways than one. Whether it's donating to a fundraiser or nonprofit group, or giving a high schooler a summer job that could very well turn into a career, Potlatch Deltic is there for our community. We, for one, want to thank Potlatch Deltic for what they do and hope that you will also. Potlatch Deltic, proud supporters of, well, St. Mary's.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we're back. Tim Parrish joined by Shelby Holder. And Lumberjacks back out on the floor. St. Mary's with a 24-10 lead. And like I mentioned, Coach Chase will take a 24-point first quarter any time of the week. St. Mary's, I think, with the note, Marcus Speakman is in for Ribrick. Only sub made. Gustav is in as well. I think he came in for Harold. Year Out has it. Loses it for a second on that right side. Recovers it. Pulls up to the deep three. That one's just off the mark. Rebound goes to the Loggers. They'll bring it the other way. Pushing it quickly down the floor is Mitchell. Feeds it underneath to the number 24 of Brown. And Brown misses. I don't think Brown took the shot. Who was it that made that?
Brody Mitchell.
Brody Mitchell with the putback. 24-12. St. Mary's doubled up on the Loggers. Early second period. Brock Barta to the free throw line. Kicks it back out to Sloper, left wing. Sloper working his way to the top of the key. And now they're, wow. I mean, maybe that was a good call, but Sloper couldn't get the charge call in his favor the other way. And then they're going to call an offensive foul back on Sloper on the other side. Brock Barta checks out. Coming in is Jack Barta. Loggers have it on the right side of the floor. Chase Lavelle controls it. Down to the corner. That is into Redmond. Redmond guarded by Speakman. All the way to the left side. Pocket picked by Gustav. Gustav will take it coast to coast and lay it up and in. 26-12, St. Mary's leads. Lavelle controls it on the left side. The free throw line extended to Morris. Back out to Lavelle. Deep three from him. Off the front iron. No good. Rebound to Year Out. Ahead to Barta. Barta across the timeline. Top of the key. Swings it to the left side to Year Out. Year Out. High entry pass to Speakman. Speakman goes up strong. No good on the shot, but a foul. And Speakman will head to the charity stripe. That foul goes against the 23 of Morris. Speakman, I don't think he's been to the free throw line a lot this season so far, but he's only 29% at the charity stripe, which that'll help his numbers there as he knocks down the first free throw. Landon Ribrick getting ready to come back in. He might be coming in for Speakman. Second free throw is off the mark. Rebound to the Loggers. Loggers will bring it back the other way. Left or right side. Back to the top they go. That's to Chittick. Back over to the left wing to Morris. Morris hands it off to nope, can't hand it off to Lavelle because Barta was all over him, but they do get it to Lavelle as he's cutting down the lane. He misses the layup. Rebound to Year Out. Over to Sloper. Sloper, right wing three. It's up and good. Jack Barta had a feeling it was going to be good as he just headed back down the floor after dishing it off. He gets the assist. 30-12, St. Mary's leads in the second period. It is 5:42 to go. Loggers have it, right wing. Mitchell down to the left corner, or the right corner, down to Chittick. And a bad pass and a steal by Gustav. The bad pass by the Loggers, still by Gustav. St. Mary's the other way. Looking to Speakman, short corner, back out to Barta. Now to Sloper from the left side. That one won't go. Sloper's got to look out. He went down on that shot, too, trying to draw the foul. I don't know if they'll call flop on just a regular one. Sloper with the steal. Sloper coast to coast. Count it. 32-12. St. Mary's up by 20. This game is so far looking a lot different than when St. Mary's played them in Potlatch. Chase Lavelle has the ball, midcourt circle. He's got Gustav out on him. Swings over to the left side to Morris. Morris guarded by Sloper. Now they swing it right side. 3 ball on the way by Mitchell. Back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Barta. Lumberjacks feed it underneath to Gustav. Gustav around the defense. No good on the shot, but he'll be fouled. That'll send Isaiah to the free throw line. That foul goes against Chase Lavelle, his second. Isaiah, 50% from the charity stripe on the season. I did not realize this, but JJ and Isaiah both have 13 points apiece already. Sloper with 5, Speakman with 1. First free throw is no good. Yearout's going to get a breather. Brock Barta checks in for him. Gustav's next free throw, back iron, no good. Misses both free throws, got his own rebound. Got it into Ribrick, who I didn't see check in. And Ribrick missed the shot. Rebound to the Loggers. Lavelle at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Mitchell into the lane. The shot's going to roll over the rim and fall in. 32-14, St. Mary's leads. 4:05 to go in the half. Jack Barta drives the lane. He's going to pick up a foul, or he's going to draw a foul, I should say. That foul goes against Brody Mitchell. Third foul for the Loggers here in the second quarter. Jackson Harold back into the game as Isaiah Gustav comes out. Going to get it to Sloper. Barta, back to Sloper, or back to Barta. And Jack Barta from the corner. Sloper with the assist there. 35-14, St. Mary's leads it. Loggers haven't scored in a minute, I think. Oh, no, they just did, didn't they? Yeah, they rolled that one right over the front of the rim. Loggers have it right wing. Chittick. He's going to move to... Oh, we're going to get a foul underneath. Foul goes against Jackson Harold away from the ball. Second foul on the Lumberjacks. Checking in for the Loggers is Redmond. Going to get a breather is the 24 of Brown. Loggers will inbound from sideline in front of the Lumberjacks side of the fans. There's a steal from Barta. Didn't even really get the ball into the play, and Barta just ripped it out of his hands. 3-point shot by Barta on the way from the right side. No good. Loggers rebounded. Coming the other way, Loggers to Lavelle. Lavelle, top of the key, swings it right or left wing to Chittick. Chittick drives baseline. Back out to Lavelle. Now to the wing to Morris. Morris to the free throw line. He's going to step in. Shot is up, bounces around, won't fall in. Fight for the rebound. It'll go over to the Loggers as Jackson Harold trying to get that rebound. Sloper's going to come out. JJ, you're out back in. I think they're about ready. Got a little delay here for something. Not quite sure. Loggers will inbound from baseline. They get it into Lavelle, left side. Lumberjacks defense is really playing in the face of especially Lavelle. Right wing for the Loggers, over to Marshall. Marshall faking a couple of passes. Now looking for an outlet as he's covered by Jack Barta. Flips it back to Lavelle. Lavelle up the top of the key, now into Marshall. Marshall has the ball taken away from him. Going to get the steal by Jack Barta. Jack to Ribrick. Ribrick puts it up and good. 37-14, St. Mary's leads it. Chase Lavelle brings it down, a little stutter at the top of the key. Steps up for the three. That shot is no good. Offensive rebound for the Loggers. The putback is good, and the foul. Oh. The foul goes against Ribrick. 37-16, St. Mary's leads the Loggers. At the free throw line is Marshall. Marshall was 2 for 4, misses that free throw when they played last time. Rebound went to Year Out. 3-pointer on the way from Jackson Harold, left side. It won't go. Offensive rebound attempt by Year Out was not go. And the rebound then went to Bill. I didn't even see him come into the game. Not sure who he's in for either. Bill got a rebound. There was a 3-pointer by Year Out that was no good. Then a rebound to, who made that bucket? It was
Jackson Harold.
So Harold had the rebound, I'm assuming, and the putback was up and good, then he was fouled. The foul goes against the 33 of Redmond, sends Harold to the free throw line, 67% on the season, knocks down the bonus. St. Mary's 40, Loggers 16. The Loggers have been held to 6 points here in the second quarter, and we have a whistle and a foul. That foul goes against Jack Barta. Make sure my lineup is correct, as I got Bill Dickinson, Jack Barta, J.J. Yearout, Marcus Speakman in. So Ribrick is out. Yes. Loggers with it up top. Redmond Morris drives, kicks it. Short corner shot, no good. Ball tipped around. Loggers with the offensive board. I think that was a blocked shot, but the Loggers got the offensive board and the putback. I believe that was Morris, or was it
Marshall?
Marshall for the Loggers. St. Mary's now slowing things down on the offensive side. Bart on their left side of the floor. Works it to the top, out to the right side, kicks it over to Year Out to the corner to Harold to Dickinson. Dickinson's shot won't go up or go in. Rebound to the Loggers. 40-18, St. Mary's leads. St. Mary's a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Loggers, Lavelle brings it across the right side. Did they just call over and back?
I did not see that.
It sure looked like the signal for over and back, but he just came across the, I don't know. Other coaches are asking the same question to find out how it was over and back. 40-18, St. Mary's leads after the Logger turnover. Barta holding it in the backcourt right now, just surveying. Logger's not coming out and putting much pressure on him. He now steps into the front court. Left side of the floor near the sideline for Barta. Cross court to Harold. Harold going to get it to Year Out. Year Out gets bumped out of bounds baseline. That'll be a foul on Potlatch. And that, I believe, is Jamison Morris's foul. And it's the 5th foul, so Year Out will head to the charity stripe. 2nd foul for Morris. Year Out for the first free throw on the way. It's in, up and good. 14 points for Year Out in the first half. Gustav right there with 13. Second free throw on the way. In and out. Rebound. Oh, to the Lumberjacks. Got bumped out of bounds by the Loggers. St. Mary's will inbound from baseline. 41-18, St. Mary's leads, 22 on the clock. Into Year Out. Free throw line. Looking back into Speakman. Back out to Year Out. Year Out. Three. Rattles home. Marcus Speakman with the assist this time. 44-18. Year Out with 17 on the evening. I would say that he's deep three by Lavelle. Leaves it slightly short. Fight for the rebound. Loggers will pull it down. Can't get a shot up in time, and that's how we'll come to the end of the second quarter. And depending on how things go, JJ on course for another 30-point game. But with the lead the way it is, it could end up into a running clock late second half. So we'll see. And with the way Coach Chase plays, sometimes we could see some more substitutions deeper in the bench in the second half as well. We'll take a break as we factor up our stats for the first half, and then we'll be back with a halftime recap.
Well. Are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24-plus years of experience and serves from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau Insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So Les Schwab Tires makes my job easy. With services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Those cheap tire centers just throw on tires. That's it. Now, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Linger. I'm just glad Les Schwab takes safety as seriously as me.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing since 1952.
It's in Park, right?
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
If you want the best, you hire the best. Top Grade Roofing and Construction has over 25 years of experience and is licensed and insured. Top Grade Roofing and Construction can and will build just about anything. Need a deck? They can do it. Need siding? Yep. How about a fence? Of course. I mean, Top Grade Roofing and Construction might even build you a chicken coop if you ask. That's Top Grade Roofing and Construction. Call Vince for a free consultation at 208-269-3111. That's 208-269-3111. Top Grade Roofing and Construction. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, You can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware, the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Hugh and Margie Gannon of St. Mary's are proud to support the Lumberjacks and this Lumberjack Sports broadcast. The Gannons want to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season and want you to know that they are proud of you. The Gannons say, "Go Lumberjacks!"
And we are back. It is halftime. St. Mary's leads the Loggers 44-18 at the break. St. Mary's outscored Potlatch 24-10 in the first period, and then outscored the Loggers 20-8 in the second period. And I want to make a note that when I was talking to Coach Shepard and Coach Bechtel before the C-team game started, they both told me that they hoped that they would give us a little bit better product tonight than the game against Kellogg. So I asked them, well, which team are you talking about? And they said, well, both JV and varsity. So they weren't super pleased, even though they got the win. They felt like the boys played a little bit sloppy and had a few things going on that they didn't quite like. Well, I don't think I've seen anything so far this evening for the coaches. I think they might have gotten a point across to them with whatever they did.
Shooting very well.
Oh, you can say that. So shooting from the field for St. Mary's, or from 2-point range, 69% in the first half. And any coach will take that number. And the Loggers, I don't think they've gotten up nearly as many shots as St. Mary's. They're only 7 of 20. Actually, that's a pretty interesting number. St. Mary's 16 of 26. The Loggers 7 of 20. So they both shot about the same amount of shots. Potlatch at about 50% from 2-point range. And for 5 of 10 from 2-point range, 7 of 20 overall, 35% from the field. Potlatch is just 20% from 3-point range. St. Mary's, another solid number, 54% from downtown. You used to be a pretty good 3-point shooter.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Have you shot a ball any more recently?
I have, yep. Just the other day.
Free throw shooting, St. Mary's, Coach Chase going to want to see that number higher, 56% from the charity stripe. The Loggers were 67%. Rebounding, fairly close, 15 rebounds for St. Mary's, 11 for Potlatch. St. Mary's had 7 offensive boards with 8 defensive boards. Potlatch was 6 offensive boards and 5 defensive boards. 7 fouls by the Lumberjacks, 9 fouls by Potlatch. And then the turnovers. This is where you see a little bit of a difference. Only 3 turnovers by the Lumberjacks, 10 turnovers for Kellogg or Potlatch. And that was one of the things that the coaching wasn't too happy with. There was a few too many turnovers against the Wildcats. So they definitely have corrected that. And they've scored 13 points off of Potlatch turnovers tonight. 6 points apiece for both teams off the bench. And since we're at that, what do we got for you from the individually for Potlatch?
We'll start off with number 3, Jay Marshall. He's got a total of 4 points off the bench. Chase Lavelle is totaling in at 5. We have number 30, Brody Mitchell, coming in at 7 points. And number 33 off the bench, Hunter Redman with 2.
And that first half, Potlatch was just not getting any good looks from St. Mary's. St. Mary's defense has been barely suffocating in that first half of play.
And Coach Chase really likes to put on the pressure defensively.
Individually for St. Mary's, J.J. Yearout right on the verge of another double-double. He's got 17 points with 8 rebounds in the first half. He's also got 2 assists and it looks like just 1 steal. Isaiah Gustav with 13 points in the first half. Isaiah has, let me see here, a couple of assists. No, he's got no assists, but a couple of steals. And then from there, we go down to Xavier Sloper with 5 points, 3 points for Jack Barta, 3 points for Harold, and 2 points for Landon Ribrick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys scoring. Off the bench, it's Harold with 3, Ribrick with 2, and Speakman with 1. So that's the bench scoring for St. Mary's. Lumberjacks really don't need to change anything in the second half. Everything they're doing is working pretty well. Potlatch, they're going to have to see if they can figure out something to do with St. Mary's defense to get them some more open looks. And that's really about all I can say about it, because that's been the biggest factor, is just St. Mary's defense has just been all over them.
Very smothering.
Well, I guess I'm not going to get another break before we start the second half, as sometimes we get one more before the second half, but we're ready to get things going here.
You're listening to Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 AM, St. Mary's, Idaho, North Idaho's classic hits.
I don't think we did that last game. You didn't switch it up so you can kind of keep the difference for who scored what in the second half.
Yeah. I was stuck with Black Pen the last time.
I forgot to remind you.
I just used it as my final total.
Yeah. Okay, so we should have the starting five back on for St. Mary's, unless they change that up at all, which it doesn't look like they are. So we've got Jack Barta, Brock Barta, JJ, Isaiah, and Sloper. Teams will switch ends. The Tiger, I'll get it right yet. Loggers will go left to right. Loggers have first possession. Lavelle has it up top for Potlatch. He's guarded by Year Out. Going to get it to the number 30. That's Mitchell. Misses the shot. Going to get the rebound to, well, I don't have him in. I have Steekman in. Barta had the rebound. St. Mary's took a shot on this side. They missed. I didn't see who took the shot. Rebound the Loggers. And the Loggers have it the other way. Left wing for Potlatch. That is Mitchell. That ball's going to be tipped up and around, stolen by Barta. That's Jack Barta getting the steal. Jack has it near the midcourt circle. He picks up his dribble, swings over to Sloper on the right side. Sloper with the alley-oop, and they can't quite complete it. Rebound to the Loggers. Chase Lavelle drives the lane, tries for the layup, and won't go, but he will be fouled. Chase Lavelle to the free throw line. Jack Barta picks up a foul there. That looks like his, second foul. Chase Lavelle to the free throw. Makes that first one. Loggers strike first in the second half. Second free throw. That one's going to rattle in. 44-20, St. Mary's leads. Jack Barta brings it down the right side for St. Mary's. Right on that St. Mary's Lumberjacks logo on the side of the court. He's going to take it to the free throw line, loses the handle, gets it out to Brock, his brother, back up the top to JJ. JJ swings it to Jack. Jack left wing. He's going to drive. Nice little stutter step and just took it to the hoop from the left side, laid it up and in. Just enough of a shake to get the defense to bite the other way so he could go around them. Chase Lavelle up top for the Loggers. Works left. Kicks the ball back to the right to Mitchell. Mitchell, the top of the key to Brown. Now back to Lavelle. Lavelle on the left wing. Cross-court pass just inside three-point range on the right side. Now back to the top, spinning into the lane. Losing the handle is Morris. And there was a whistle. What'd they call? They got a foul on St. Mary's. Brock Barta. Speakman, Rib, and Harold come in. Brock, Sloper, and Jack come out. Lumberjack, or the Loggers will inbound from baseline. Left wing or right wing to Lavelle. Top of the key, down to the left side of the floor. That's to McGallion. Back to top to Lavelle. Lavelle swings it to the right wing. Brown controls it. Top of the key, drive to the free throw line. Thought about pulling up the shot was Morris. Had defensive pressure on him, couldn't get a shot up. Now back to the right side. 13 on the shot clock. Lavelle has it. Going to drive to the blocks. Shot is up. Nice touch by Chase Lavelle. 46-22, St. Mary's leads it. They get a look with Landon Ribrick all alone in the paint, and the assist comes from Harold from the left side. 48-22. I don't know how the 6'7" Ribrick gets lost in the paint down there. That ball ends up loose. I don't know if the Lumberjacks swiped that away or not. I'll call it a turnover. Now we get Gustav up there. He misses the easy shot. Rebound goes to Harold. St. Mary's will get another shot. Speakman into the lane. Loses the handle almost. Regathers. Shot is up. No good. Whistle and a foul. I think that kind of threw his concentration off and he lost the ball for a second. Then he had to try to go up for the shot. The foul goes against, well, they haven't put it up on the board yet. The number 30, that is Brody Mitchell's third. Speakman's first free throw is up and good. I hadn't even put Speakman in yet, so who did? Okay, how do I not? Oh, no, I have him in there. Okay, I do, but who do I have in there that's not in there? Oh. Speakman made the first free throw, missed the second free throw. That ball goes out of bounds off of the Lumberjacks. 49-22, St. Mary's leads. Chase Lavelle bringing it down, 4:45 to go in the third. Lavelle worked kind of that left side of the floor. Now he works to the sideline, kicks the ball to the corner to McGallion, left side, back to the top to Lavelle, now to the right side. That's Chittick with it. Double teamed, a deflected pass there, stolen by Harold. Year out, pump fake, three-pointer on the way, back iron won't fall. Ball is tipped around, rebound to the Loggers. Back the other way for Potlatch. Free throw line looking to the low post. That's the number 3 of Marshall. Marshall's going to get a bump from Ribrick. Oh, nope, they gave it to Speakman. Marcus's first foul. That puts the number 3 of Marshall to the charity stripe. He was the one who went 2 for 4 the last time that we played him. What is he here?
Well, this is his first free throw that he's had of the night.
Makes
Put
that
it in.
one. Gustav comes out. Year out comes out. Sloper and Jack Barr to check in. Second free throw on the way. That one misses. Offensive rebound for the Loggers. Putback was no good. Ball is tipped back out by Speakman. I'll give him the rebound, and Coach Chase takes a timeout. We'll take it as well. I'm not sure how long it was just yet, but we'll step away.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
And it was just a 30-second timeout, obviously. 3:59 to go, third period, 49-23. Lumberjacks lead the Loggers. Lumberjacks haven't put up quite as many points here in the third. Barta has it. Down to Speakman, into Rib. Rib's going to go up strong. Count the bucket and the foul. Landon Ribrick with a nice spin around the defense and to get fouled as well. The foul goes against the number 5 of Chittick. I believe that's his first. Sends Rib to the free throw line. Free throw is off the back of the iron. Lumberjack struggling a little bit from the charity stripe this evening. Bringing it down is Lavelle for Potlatch. He's going to work left side. Swings it to the top of the key, now to the right wing. Cross-court pass left side. Three-pointer on the way by Lavelle. Banks it off the glass, up and good. Nice shot by Chase Lavelle. 51-26, Lumberjacks lead it. Looking to Speakman, low post. He's going to spin into the lane. Double team. Shot bounces around, falls out. Rebound to the Loggers. A big slap of the hands there by Speakman, frustrated with that one, not falling through for him. Potlatch has the ball up top. Lavelle swings it over to, I believe that's Marshall. No, that's Chittick. Left side, back to Lavelle. He has Harold covering him. Back to the right side. That's Marshall. Marshall looking for somebody to get it out to. He finds the top of the key to Redmond. And there's going to be a blocking foul on St. Mary's that might go against Rib. Redmond ends up on the floor. And that one will be foul number 3 on Trenton Ribrick. St. Mary, the Loggers will inbound from side court. And JJ getting ready to check back in for the Jacks. Yearout will come in. Jack Barta gets a breather. 2:52 to go in the third. Inbound pass to Lavelle. Lumberjacks lead it 51-26. Lavelle up top, guarded by Harold. Swings it to the right side. Chittick guarded by Sloper. He's going to get it back to Lavelle. Lavelle still on the right side of the floor. Going to spin, pull up the blocks, jump shot. It's up and good. Again, he has a nice touch on his shots, does Lavelle. 51-28 as the Loggers cut into that lead. Down to Ribrick from the left side or the right side. Shot won't go. Speakman gets the rebound. That shot is up by Harold, I believe. And it was a 3-point shot by Jackson. 54-28, St. Mary's leads it. Harold with 6 points on the evening. 2:02 to go in the third. And a bad pass picked up off by Yearout. Lays it up and good, and the foul. Yearout will head to the charity stripe. I believe that foul was Redmond. And it was Hunter Redmond with that foul. JJ to the free throw line. That is Redmond's second foul. Marcus Speakman comes out. Isaiah Gustav back in. You're out with 19. Make it 20. 57-28, Lumberjacks lead. Taking it down is Lavelle. Lavelle crosses the timeline, works it to the left side, kicks it out to McGallion. McGallion guarded by Yearout. He's going to try to get by Yearout. Kicks it to the corner. Back to the blocks. Shot is up, no good. Rebound to Yearout. Yearout with a bad pass. A steal by the Loggers. Lavelle coming back the other way. Lavelle working left wing. Gets it to the corner to Marshall. And a foul there against St. Mary's, I guess, away from the ball, 32 Sloper. That is Xavier's second foul. Fifth team foul for St. Mary's, so the bonus for the Loggers, it puts Chase Lavelle to the charity stripe. Makes that first free throw of the bonus shots. 57-29. If Lavelle makes this next shot, it'll make it a 27-point lead for St. Mary's. Currently 28. And that one's going to rattle around and fall through. Check in for the Loggers is Mitchell, and they're going to take Lavelle out for the moment. 1:19 to go in the third. 57-30. St. Mary's leads the Loggers. And we did have a substitution for St. Mary's as Brock Barta back into the game. I don't see Jackson Harold on the floor. I'll have to correct my lineup in a minute. Going to get Gustav into the lane, and he's going to put it up and in off the glass. 59-30. Lumberjacks lead is 29. Thinking about a three was the 30 of Mitchell. Decided not to. That ball is knocked loose a little bit late on a whistle, but it's going to be a foul against Brock. Brock Barta picks up his second foul. And that sends Brody Mitchell to the free throw line. First free throw on the way. It's up and good. 59-31. St. Mary's leads here late third quarter. Second free throw on the way. It is in and out. JJ Yearout goes up for the rebound. And Lumberjacks bring it slowly across. They hand it off to Brock Barta. Brock's going to control it. Swings it to JJ. JJ head fake. Back up to Brock, down to the corner to Sloper. Sloper into Rib. Ribrick's going to get fouled down inside by Potlatch. And that foul goes against 33, Hunter Redmond. That's the third foul on Redmond. St. Mary's will inbound from baseline. JJ will take care of those duties. And Braden Brown checks in for Redmond. JJ looking for an inlet. Gets it to, well, it's going to be a jump ball. Potlatch ties it up, but the arrow will stay in favor of the Lumberjacks. Into Rib, corner right side, top to Gustav. Now back to Year Out. Year Out with the three, a back iron. Rebound pulled down by Potlatch. Bringing it down is Mitchell. Mitchell across the right side of the floor, kicks it to the corner. That's Marshall. Back to the top now to Morris. Morris hands it off to McGallion. McGallion swings over to Morris. Morris drives. Shot no good, but a foul called against the Lumberjacks. I think that's Morris, yeah. That foul goes against Gustav, his second. Fifth team foul for St. Mary's. Morris' first free throw was up and good. 59-32, Lumberjacks lead it. Second free throw, that one's good as well. 59-33, 7 seconds on the clock. Year Out. Little stutter. He's trapped. He's going to launch the three. Good. I can't believe he made that. That was so contested and so late getting the shot off, but it was nothing but net at the buzzer. 62-33, St. Mary's leads. He'll be back.
Jack Buell Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses. And most importantly, people. Jack Buell Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Buell Trucking.
Sometimes accidents happen. You never thought it would happen to you, but it did. Where can you turn for that friendly hand of support? Jack's Pharmacy is your good neighbor pharmacy in St. Mary's, where you'll find personalized care. Whether you need crutches, supports, wheelchairs, or even a hospital bed, Jack's is here for you. We service both Medicare and Medicaid. If you need durable medical equipment, come to Jack's, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
And we are back. St. Mary's outscores the Loggers 18-15 in that quarter. 62-33, St. Mary's leads. And taking a look to see who is in for the Lumberjacks. I need to get this correct because definitely different. Loggers have the ball to start. Gonna get a shot up. It's no good. Rebound. Offensive board. Putback was by 24. That was Braden Brown. Lumberjacks have it. Left side of the floor. Jack Barta controls it for the Jacks. Works at the top of the key, hands it off to Sloper. Sloper gets a screen from Speakman, drives right side, kicks it to the corner. Three ball on the way by Barta, and it's up and good. Sloper gets the assist. 65-35. It's a 30-point lead for St. Mary's. Loggers bringing it down. That is Lavelle. Kind of shaded to that left side of the floor. Kicks it to the corner. That's Morris. Back to the right side. Down to the low post. Nice ball movement. Up and under. And that is up and good by Braden Brown for the Loggers. 65-37. Lumberjacks lead. 6:40 to go. Jack Barta slowly bringing it across the timeline. Still in that midcourt circle. He's directing traffic. Swings it to Isaiah. He's working on the right wing. Pulls up at the free throw line extended. Shot won't go. Going to get a rebound to Harold, and Harold will be fouled as he goes up to try the putback. And the foul goes against. Is it number 3? It must be number 3. Yeah, Jay Marshall. We are now in a running clock with a 30-point lead for the Lumberjacks. Harold misses the first free throw. Lumberjacks putting some subs in. Trying to see who all is coming out and going in over here.
Will Dickinson in for Gustav.
Okay, I think I've got it. No, Ribrick is still in there. I put Chatney in, and it's Rib. And number 2, Rezer Pugh, just came in for Sloper. Which, how come I don't seem to have Rezer in my... Oh, there he is. Now I got too many. Who needs to come out here? Jack Barta does. Still got too many. Oh, I wonder if Harold came out. Harold made that free throw. Now we got things sort of straightened out. Lavelle with a three-pointer. It's missed. Rebound went to Jack Barta, who is still in there. Lumberjacks working it. Three-pointer by Pugh, and it's going to miss and get stuck between the rim and the backboard. And now, oh, I thought Gustav was like, they're putting Gustav back in. Nope. Brock Barta into Dickinson. Shot up and good. There's Dickinson's first varsity bucket, I believe. Loggers have it the other way. Brody Mitchell trying to feed it inside. Ball's deflected, I believe, by Ribrick. I'll give him a steal. Turnover on the Loggers, but then the Loggers get a steal of their own, as I believe it was Pugh that turned it over. And the Loggers will lay it up and in. Was that Lavelle?
No, that was
Mitchell? No?
Braden Brown.
Ah. St. Mary's with it. Right side to Pugh. Pugh in the right wing. Going to get it back up to Brock Barta. He's calling for a screen from Rib. Gets it around left wing. 3 on the way. It's up and good by Barta. 71-39, St. Mary's lead. Chase Lavelle brings it down slowly. Now picks up the pace a little bit. Gets it across the timeline. Swings over to the wing on the left side to Morris. Morris to the free throw line. Back out to Lavelle. Lavelle swings it into Morris. Morris, nice move to the bucket. And they're going to call, I believe the bucket's good, and a foul against St. Mary's. I'm not sure who the foul goes against. Oh, there it goes. It's Trace Chatney who's checked in, who I don't have him into the game yet. And also Marcus checks back in. Is Landon Ribrick out? Yeah. No, Landon's still in there, so. Oh, I think I've got it. Okay. Free throw was up and good by the Loggers. 71-42. Lumberjacks bringing it down. Going to flip it into Ribrick. No, Ribrick is still in there. I didn't think he was. Oh, I do have him in there. Never mind. Rebound to the Loggers. Too many subs going on. I keep forgetting, missing who's in and out. Potlatch has it up top. Chittick back out to the corner. 3 ball on the way. Short. Rebound to Dickinson. Dickinson gets it ahead to Speakman. Speakman, I think, was trying to dunk it. Who made that bucket? Was it Bill? I'll give that one to Bill Dickinson.
Well, it happened too fast.
Yeah, it did. Gonna get. I didn't think St. Mary's even got the rebound. Loggers have it. Gonna drive underneath. Shot blocked by Ribrick. Oh. Speakman with the slam on the other end. Shot on the way, no good by the Loggers. They got their own rebound. Attempt at the putback was no good. Block shot by Speakman from behind. And I'm trying to get this right here. The ball stays in the Loggers' hands. 75-42, St. Mary's leads it. Going to get the first dunk of the season for Marcus Speakman. McGallion has it over to the left side to Chittick. Chittick drives the lane. That shot's going to be blocked by Ribb. Rebound goes to Marcus, and Marcus is going to get called for the charge. I think Marcus wanted another dunk, but he didn't have the opening for it. 75-42, 20 seconds on the clock. Just inside the right wing for the Loggers. Going to get it to the blocks, back inside. Ball is picked away by Chatney. Going to get it to Chatney. Tried the fingertip roll from the right side. It won't go. Loggers with the rebound. Time winds down, and St. Mary's with a dominating win here at home tonight over Potlatch, 75-42. We'll take a break and come back with a look at the final game stats after this.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawah, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course, St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette Record, pick up a copy today. The name says it all. Taco Bout It. What is it, you may ask? It's the best taco truck in town. Might even be the only taco truck in town. If you like tacos, and who doesn't, then you need to stop by Taco Bout It, located at 128 South Highway 3 in St. Mary's, across the street from XXX Feeds. Taco Bout It has too many tacos to list, so you will just have to try them all. Call in your order 208-582-8533, or just stop by. Taco Bout It, located across the street from XXX Feeds in St. Mary's. When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjacks. If you know which side of a saw cuts wood, and if you can hammer a nail, you can do it yourself. Carpentry, construction, finishing, or framing, around here, you've got it made. You've got 10th Street Lumber. At 10th Street Lumber, we have the answers to your building and repair project questions. Every day, 10th Street Lumber helps homeowners get quality results. For lumber, block, power tools, fixtures, everything you need for a professional job. Don't pick up a nail until you shop 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber on the corner of 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's.
And we are back. Pretty impressive win there for the Lumberjacks tonight. 75-42 over the Potlatch Loggers. 13-9 was the score differential. St. Mary's with 13 in the third period, or in the fourth. The Loggers with 9. And St. Mary's, well, all of their shooting percentages were impressive tonight, except for the free throw line. They only shot 53% for the charity stripe. That's the first bad night in a while from the free throw line. They made up for it with 57% from two-point range, 55% from three-point range, and overall 56% from the field. So I think Coach Chase might take the trade-off for the free throws when you shoot that well from everywhere else on the evening.
Agreed.
St. Mary's with 26 rebounds to the Loggers 22, 11 offensive, 15 defensive, 8 offensive for the Loggers, 14 defensive for Potlatch. The Loggers didn't shoot too bad themselves. They just didn't get a lot of shots up. They shot 46% from two-point range. They only got a total of 24 two-point shots up. 37 total shots, but St. Mary's had 50 on the night. They shot 23% from three-point range, 38% from the field, and 79% from the charity stripe. They did have 16 turnovers. St. Mary's scored 15 points off of those turnovers, and St. Mary's just 5 turnovers, with the Loggers scoring 2 points off the turnovers. 21 points off the bench for St. Mary's, which Coach Chase will take that number as well. And the Loggers were able to get 7 points off of their bench on the evening. Individually for the Loggers, what they have?
Starting off, we have number 3, Jay Marshall, with a total of 5 points. Number 4, Chase Lavelle, came in hot with 16 points total tonight. Number 23, Jameson Morris, had 7. Number 24, Braden Brown, had 4 points. Number 30, Brody Mitchell, had 8 points. And number 33, Hunter Redmond, had 2, with a total of 7 points off the bench for Potlatch.
All right. Well, St. Mary's had, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys get on the board tonight. JJ Yearout led the team with 23 points, another double-double, 23 points, 10 rebounds. Isaiah had 15 points on the night. Jack Barta putting up 8, 7 points from Jackson Harold, 6 points from Landon Ribrick, 5 points from Xavier Sloper, 4 points from Marcus Speakman, 4 points for Dickinson, if I had that one bucket correct, and Brock Barta with 3, and that rounds up the scoring. Like I said, Yearout led the team in rebounding with 10. Leading in assists tonight was Jack Barta with 3, and tied with actually Harold, who had 3. On the steal side of things, Jack Barta had 3, and then 2 for Isaiah, 2 for Yearout. So that's a look at those individual numbers. And I think last night or Tuesday night, I was trying not to pick somebody for my Talk About It player of the game that had already been picked in the season. Well, Isaiah did get one against Potlatch last time they played. But tonight, we're going to go ahead and give JJ Yearout his second serving of tacos with a 23-point, 10-rebound night, 75% from the charity stripe, 2 steals, 2 assists. I think he's definitely deserving of the honor this evening. So congratulations to him. St. Mary's improves to, I believe it's 6-1 now. 94 wins at home. So Coach Chase, they need to win all of their home games in the regular season. Coach Chase will have 100 wins at home. Yeah. Coaching the boys basketball program as well. So
impressive.
Couple of things to make for Coach Chase as he moves through his 12th year at the helm of St. Mary's. Let's see, next game for the Lumberjacks. It's at home again. It's going to be Timberlake next week, I believe, on the 13th. So the girls play here at home on the 12th. They host Potlatch. So if you're not doing nothing, come out and watch the girls, cheer them on. If you're not, and the boys on those 2 days. Shelby, if you're not busy I don't know if you want to come out for the girls basketball games or not, but the boys play, I think it's next Tuesday. Yep. So another game coming up if you're down for watching these guys some more. But I would
love to join you.
That's going to do it for us tonight. Again, 75. Oh, where's that final score? 75-42. St. Mary's over the Loggers in the non-conference win. Have a great night, a great weekend, and we'll see you back here next Monday and Tuesday for some more basketball action.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjacks!
As the holiday season is upon us, we find ourselves reflecting on the past year and those who have helped us to shape our business. It's been quite a year for us all. We hope that this year has been just as memorable for you, your colleagues, and your loved ones. We look forward to working with you in the years to come. This holiday greeting brought to you by North Idaho Vinyl Graphics and Design. Get all of your signs, banners, vehicle decals, and wraps with Don Marie Weber at North Idaho Vinyl Graphics and Design. Located at 89 Homer Drive in St. Mary's, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
It's 9:07.
KOFE AM 1240, North Idaho's classic hits.
This is KOFE 1240 with a weather update for St. Mary's and the surrounding areas. There's a 40% chance of snow tonight, mainly before 10 p.m. It'll be mostly cloudy. The low's around 26 degrees, a southwest wind of 3 to 6 miles per hour. For Friday, a chance of snow before 10 a.m., then a chance of rain and snow. Snow level will rise to 2,500 feet in the afternoon. It'll be mostly cloudy. The high's near 38 degrees. Chance of precipitation, 40%. For Friday night, mostly cloudy. The low's around 26. This has been KOFE 1240 with a weather update for St. Mary's and the surrounding areas. Have a great evening. And it's time for the KOFE 1240 AM community calendar right here on KOFE 1240 AM. And we want to mention our first sponsor and one of our sponsors of the community calendar, which is St. Mary's Concrete and Materials, Inc.
Need concrete? Call St. Mary's Concrete and Materials, Inc. When you need concrete for your project, trust the local experts at St. Mary's Concrete. They've been serving the area since 1957. Their concrete is formulated for maximum durability and strength, ensuring your project will stand the test of time. St. Mary's Concrete offers a wide variety of specialized mix designs for any application, from your residential foundation to commercial and public works projects. Quality you can count on every time. Call us for an estimate or contractor referral. St. Mary's Concrete at 208-245-2121. That's 208-245-2121. St. Mary's Concrete, supporting our community one project at a time.